Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi Nikita.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. So you got this means the you asked regarding recording and all.
No, sir, I didn't ask them yet. I'll ask them today only.
Yeah. Ask them. They will surely provide you with that. Okay.
Okay.
So, there are separate teams for that. I don't even know who is doing that and all. So my work is only giving trainings.
Yes, sir, I'll ask them today.
And any doubts till now?
No, sir.
So Oracle is working fine, right?
Yes, I've been practicing. Uh,
Mhm.
Not like hours and hours, but till the part you teach.
So currently you are doing your education or you have completed your education?
I have completed my education, which was in 2019. But then I got married and then we moved to US. So I'm on dependent visa and then I have to wait for a few documents. So
Okay,
this
okay.
is a chance. That's why, yeah.
Okay, you have done education from India itself.
Yep, from Pune, Maharashtra.
Currently I am also in Pune.
Oh, Hinjawadi.
Yes. How do you know I stay in Hinjawadi?
Because
Okay,
most of the
mainly
IT
IT
park,
parks.
yeah, IT park
Yeah,
is,
yeah, correct.
yeah.
So initially you were working on which background?
Um, I was working on digital marketing. Mostly WordPress, SEO, and graphics, social media, that part.
Uh, I think, hello, hi Pooja. Hello, Pooja, am I audible?
Yeah. Tell me. Good
Do you
morning.
have any doubts?
Right now, I did not, but I will try today.
Okay, what was about your installation? Is it done?
It is done. I practiced DDL commands all
Okay.
yesterday. I did. After that, I want to check DML today. So right now, no, nothing is there. I
Did you
will.
get any update on the recordings? Are you able to open now?
Yeah, I will. I will open and I will watching also, listening some.
Okay. So it is like coming in a YouTube link or what?
Yeah, YouTube.
So Nikita, since Pooja got, I think you will also get it for sure.
Okay.
So just double check with them.
Yes.
Let's wait for a few minutes, if so that other people can join and we'll start class. Meanwhile, any doubts from your side you can ask regarding any topic till now we have discussed. And you both are working from your system only, right? Means attending classes from system only, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. See, initially 10 minutes I give time to ask doubts, like, and also allow if some people are joining late, I allow them. So,
Okay.
so you can utilize this time. If you have any doubts, right? You can
Yeah.
ask me, and even if you want to share your system and ask some doubts, you're running some query and some error is coming. So you can share your system also. I will give, means I think access is there. You can also share your system and you can ask. Don't wait for Saturday classes to ask the doubt. Okay, you can ask every day in the initial 10 minutes before I start the class.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Asirbad, can you hear me? If I'm not wrong, your name is coming like that only. I think you have not enabled your audio. Hello, Asirbad. If you are able to hear me, uh, you can just ping that you are able to hear. At least you can ping, right? Okay, so not an issue. May I know who is this 818505? Some number is coming. Who is this? If he or she can't hear, can you just ping that you can hear me or not? If you can't speak, 18505671876. Who is this? same person. Okay, then let me start share my screen. So today we will be discussing about aggregate functions. Like already yesterday, I gave a brief overview. How does aggregate function means? Why should we use it, and what types of aggregate functions are there? So I will continue with that, and I'll also see you with real-time examples for aggregate functions and all. Okay. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Anirban, is this like I'm not sure. Ashirbad, sorry. Ashirbad, is this your like first class? I have not seen you before. You can type it. Is it your first class? I'm not sure you can hear me or not. Just wanted to make sure that is it your first class, or because if this is your first class, it will be a little bit of difficult to understand. You should see the recordings and all. Hello. Hello.
He's in mute, I think.
No, I don't think he is in mute. I think he has not joined the audio itself. So being in mute is something else, and not joining the audio is something else. So I'm not sure he's able to. Ah, now. Okay, Asirvad, I think now audio is enabled for you. You can unmute yourself and speak like. Uh, is this the first class for you? I can also see Pavan. I think Pavan I have seen in the demo class, or maybe initial first or second class, Pavan was there. So,
I'm the organizer.
okay. So what about you, Asirbat? Are you also from some admin team or organizer, something like that?
No, he is the student actually.
Okay, so I'm not sure, like I have not seen him before, so
Yeah,
that's
this
why.
is his first class.
So, Pavan, like you are the person who will be sharing the recorded videos and all,
Actually, you can share it. You have the Zoom credentials, right?
but I can't download it, right? How can I download means?
No, you can just share that link with everybody. People can download.
Zoom credentials, okay, that is there, but how the video link will be coming?
So once you log in the browser, you will see
Mm-hmm.
a recordings tab there. So
Yes,
once you
here
go
it
to
is there.
recording, yeah, there you'll have link and also the password and all that. You can click on
Okay, go
share and
here.
you will get all that information.
It is like if you click on this recording, so what will happen? My session will be recorded in my local system, but I have not
No,
recorded
no,
any
no,
of my
no. Are you
class.
going
So,
in the browser or are you going in the?
I am going in the app.
No, not in the app. I'm asking in the browser.
Okay, I have to go to browser and take it. Okay.
You have the Intuit Zoom account credentials, right?
Yes, I got it from Jitendra.
Yeah. So you log in with that. There'll be a recordings tab. It will show all the recordings.
Okay. Okay. So I try it now itself, because some people are facing issue, they have not attended the classes.
Ravi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, actually, I was trying to listen through phone, and I'm trying to join through computer. Actually, both myself and my wife Shriyanka, we both joined yesterday. So today is our first class. So that's why, like, we thought like we'll be attending through one screen and two phone. So that's why we are trying to do that. But somehow through phone, it's like I can hear you, but you looks like you are not able to hear me.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to at least, you both are new, right? So it will be a bit difficult for you to understand, because 4 or 5 classes are already done. So again, I can't start from the first class also. It will be very difficult for others. So that's
Yeah,
why
sure.
if you have the recordings, you go through that. So it will be very clear for you. And anyways, like
Mhm.
we have like doubt clearing classes on Saturday, you can ask
Yeah,
on that. And every day you can join, if you join on time, like if you're in US, I think 9:30 is the time.
yeah.
So if you join in correct time, initial 10 minutes I don't start class. At that time also you can ask me doubts.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah, because I want everyone to scale up before, because like if you don't understand Oracle, then Informatica you won't be able to understand, like correct. So do you
Yeah.
have any background on any databases by
Mm,
any chance?
Yeah, actually, I do have experience. I worked with SQL, not in high level, but it's like all the basics,
Basic,
informs. Yeah,
do you know like what, how to create a table, what, these basic things, like what is DDL, DML and all?
yeah. I know those things, SQL part. But for my wife, everything is new. She is from non-IT background. She will speak now.
Yeah. Hello, sir. This is Priyanka. Actually, I have non-IT background and I was working in a handwriting company. So I have experience over there, but now I wanted to switch. So I wanted to learn new technology. So this is totally new for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Priyanka, you don't have to worry on that. Like we am teaching here from scratch. Like you, even Pooja and few are like from non-IT background. So it's not like mandatory that you should be having the knowledge so that you can do this course. There is no prerequisites. Uh, that's why, like for Informatica, there is a prerequisite that at least you should be. Uh, I'm just I'm opening my personal mail ID, so I'm just stopping this here. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, sure.
yeah. So for Informatica, definitely there is like prerequisite. You should understand SQL or Oracle or any of the database, SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, or any other thing. But for the other thing, like it's not mandatory. Means for the Oracle and all, it's not mandatory that you should be knowing anything before. Okay. So that is like very good thing here. So you can
Okay.
easily understand and all. The only thing what I'll be asking you after today's class is go through the recordings and all.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but how are you getting the recordings? It's through you or through
Actually, I
how?
was told that some team will be there who will be sending recordings. I'm not sure. Maybe
Okay.
Pavan can help you. Pavan is there in call. He can help you. I'm
Yeah, sure.
trying from my side also if I can provide you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. We'll see. And yeah, you are Ravi Kiran, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Should I call you Ravi or how
Yeah,
should?
you can
Yeah.
call me Ravi. Not an
Okay.
issue.
Okay. So, yeah. The thing like I know Informatica might be having two part, right? Like one would be developer, another is admin side. So you will you be
We
covering
are.
both?
I'll be covering on a developer and like if you want to go to developer testing or production support, all these profiles, whatever I'm teaching you, this is good enough for that. But for testing,
Okay.
anyways, you don't need Informatica exact knowledge. You should be very good in SQL for testing.
Okay.
Okay, so it is basically for ETL developer and production support also you can do if you do this. And testing
Yeah. Sure.
also, like I'm not teaching on a testing perspective. Mostly it is
Sure.
like for development only. But it is
Okay.
fine. Like if you know this, you can also go for that skill set also. But
Yeah. Sure.
admin, Informatica admin is completely different means thing. It's not the same thing. It's
Yeah.
a completely
We'll see.
different
Yeah. Uh,
altogether. Even the tools which you are
okay.
using in Informatica as an Informatica admin will not be exactly the same tools which you are using in developer as a developer.
No. Okay. Okay.
Sorry
But
for
Ravi,
bit
yeah,
of the
we can.
delay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to open this.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. Actually, we can see your screen. Again, you are trying to log in through Zoom.
Not logging. I am logging through.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So if Pavan is still there, I'm not sure is there or not. So I have joined through browser now.
No,
So
he's
if I
not.
can, okay. So I'm not sure. I'm not getting, I think I don't have any admin privileges. I have the same privileges as you people are having. Uh, so, Pooja, from where you have got the videos, video link?
Oh, from Pavan given to me, join this link. I send.
So I think then Pavan can provide that, right? Because see, I can't. If you, I'm sharing my screen. I can't see anywhere here like mm, any of the things, any of the recording or anything. I can't see here. Maybe Pavan can provide you. So. So I'll ask you people, Shreya and Ashirvad, to just check with Pavan
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure, we'll
Yeah, yeah.
get it.
So yeah. So that shouldn't be a blocker, I think so. Okay.
Yeah, sure, we
So
can start.
okay. So today we'll be discussing about aggregate functions. So okay. So this aggregate function, it doesn't matter with the other things and all. It is not interrelated. Okay. So we can start from this. So what does aggregate function means? Basically, if you want, like, if there are functions like max function, min function, and also there are function like your
Some and
average,
average.
median, sum, many are there. Okay, so these kind of functions where we do column level operations. We are not in Oracle. You'll be having in any database, you'll be having uh, rows which are called as records, and columns which are called as fields also. Okay, so these kind of things, like these operations, if you want to do, you have to basically do in column level, not on the record level. Okay, so for example, there is an employee table. So 4 or 5 columns are there: employee name, employee salary, then city, designation, department name, like this. So here, max of what we will do, mostly we can do on some numeric data only. We can't do max of employee name, right? So that doesn't make any sense also. So in this case, like, you will be doing max of salary. So who is getting the maximum salary among that? Okay, this is one of the aggregate function. So you have to always remember, when I am talking about aggregate function, it is a column level operation, not a record level operation, not a row level operation. Okay, so that is the thing. And apart from some or max, there are few other things are also there. Okay, there are these many functions. If you can see here, these many are there. So mostly we won't be using these many things on real time. Maybe max, min, sum, few of them we will be using. But here I think some extra are also there, like rank is basically like some, it, you can say as if like it is a column level operation, but it comes under another topic which we call as analytical functions. Okay, analytical functions is again a type of aggregate function only, but it is not exactly an aggregate function. Means here also we will be doing column level operation only, not a row level operation. But still, the means, for example, if I am doing any max, min, any kind of this, I need to, if I'm adding any extra column to the select clause, so I have to add it in the group by clause also. So it is a mandatory thing. But for this analytical function, it is not mandatory. Anyways, I'll be discussing later about analytical function in detail. I'll take a complete class on it. So currently, if you see, so I'll show you a real-time example also on that. Here, if you see, group by clause is there. Okay, so if you can see, count is also an aggregate function. Okay, so it is like, but in case of count, what we can do is, like, count of star means all columns we can include. Okay, So that is like, it is the only aggregate function where you can include all the all the columns. Okay. So though it is like column level operation only, but all the columns, this is a kind of exception case. If you see count of star, you can also do count of some specific column. Okay. So this is how the syntax is. So let us go to count later, but before that we will practice using some of the other example. So we already have a customers table in our database. Okay, so customer ID, customer name, and a city. Three things are there. Okay, so your customer ID, if now for example, here there is no numeric data, only customer ID is a numeric data. But for example, if I want to do max or min, like yes, I can do on max of customer ID and all, but normally it doesn't make much sense, because why you will go for max of customer ID? It is like
Right.
it is not a, it is only an ID column. It's not giving you any statistics and all. Okay, so randomly you get some ID and all. So mostly this won't be in real time. No one will ask you max of customer ID and all. But since here we are no options are there, so we can do max of customer ID. Just to show you an example, I'm saying. Okay, so max of customer ID from customers. Just try to run this. Okay, I got the maximum value is 701. But now what I will be doing is I'll be adding some another column. For example, city name, customer name, sorry, C name. Now it will fail. See. So in case of whenever you are using any aggregate function, you should be pretty much clear that whatever you are using in a select clause, apart from the column on which aggregation is done, you have to write in a group by clause. Now you will ask, like, what is a group by clause? So group by clause is something like the name itself suggests, you are grouping the data based on the column, means the distinct value present there. For example, I am doing group by CNAME. Okay, so before doing group by CNAME, second, I'm getting a call. 1 second. Hello. Hello, sir. Yeah, I have paid the amount. So please close the deal. So I'll be coming on first or second. I'll be paying you the rest of the amount, and 45K, right? Yeah, including the rent and advance, everything. 45K more I'll be paying. Okay, just to confirm that, I called you. I play like badminton, I play cricket and all. So why? Oh, great, great. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. Yeah, table tennis. I'm not very regular with it. Means I've not played a lot, but a little bit of idea I'm having. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm in some meeting. Can I call you after a few? Just wanted to get confirmed that I have sent the payment. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thanks. Hello. I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you see this, what it is saying, the error is not a single group function. Okay. So if you don't put a group by of whatever you have put here, so it will definitely fail. Okay. So now what is group by? Let me run a normal select statement to explain you. Select star from customer. Okay, Priyanka, right? Today who joined with Asirvad? Priyanka, right?
Yes, Priyanka, sir.
Okay, okay. So I think you might not be knowing this select star from what is it. So as you see in Excel document, if you open an Excel document, there will be something like this you can see here. These are you will be calling as columns, right? And even if you are non-technical background, these things Excel you might have used in your life, some part someday or other. So these are the rows, okay,
Yes.
and these are
Yeah.
the columns, okay.
Yeah.
So same structure we follow in Oracle also for tables, okay, in database. So these are the columns.
Yeah.
When I'm doing select star from customer means I'm selecting all the columns within the customer table. Okay. So three columns are there. So I'm selecting all the columns, and these are the rows. You can see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like here also same. Okay. So you can relate this and you can understand, try to understand. Okay. So select star from customers means I'm selecting all the means columns within this table. Okay. So if I don't want to select everything, I can selectively take, like for example, customer ID also I can take. So I will get only customer ID data. I won't be getting all the data. Oh, sorry, some name spelling is wrong somewhere. So see, now I have selected only one column means it is getting only I'm getting one column. Okay. So this is what about select star from this is the table name. Select what are the columns you are giving here. So column from this table name. Okay. So SQL is a very simple language. It will be same like your English language if you know English and all. So basic things you will be understanding. What is group? If you see group means grouping something, right? So for example, there are fruits. 5 different types of fruits are there: apple, mango, banana, pineapple, and your watermelon. So multiple in watermelon also there will be different kind of, you can see like some watermelon color is different, others are colors are different and all. In apple also you will be having different kinds of apple and all. So if I'm doing a group by fruits, for example, so all the apple data will be coming in one place, all the banana data will be coming in one place. Like that we are grouping based on the distinct means, for example, in fruits table there are 15 records, but distinct value if you will see 5 different fruits are only there. On an average, like every fruit it is repeating 3 times, let us assume. So all the 3 records with of banana will be grouped at one place, all the 3 records of apple will be grouped at one place. Like that grouping will be done. Okay. So this is how like group by works. So when what I am trying to do here is max of customer ID and I'm giving customer name, but I'm not doing a group by. So what is the problem? Why we are getting this error? If you see the error is there, why it is coming, right? So I'm trying to if I'm doing a max of customer ID means by default I'm grouping everything, like I'm taking only one column customer ID and I'm getting maximum of that value. But if I'm putting customer name also, so it will for example, a customer name, if I'm not doing a group by of customer name, what will happen? For example, there are like customer name is repeating 2 or 3 times. Okay. So for those customer ID, it will try to get the maximum of customer ID. For example, I am Ravi. I have made 3 transactions. Okay, today. I have opened maybe like Amazon. I have made 3 transactions. So 3 customer IDs are there with me. So what if I'm giving this customer name? It is trying to take max of my customer ID. But problem is now I have not grouped my data. So how it will understand like uh, what are the 3 transactions? It is now taking whole table as a group. Okay, so my customer name it is not taking. For example, all 5 or 6 of us are there who have done transactions today in Amazon, and there are around 15-20 records. My record is like only 3 records are there. So how Oracle will understand if I don't do a group by? How Oracle will understand that what is my customer ID, maximum customer ID? It will try to find the maximum customer ID within the whole lot of data, right? Like for example, 20 records are there. Initially, what we were doing, let me take this out. Initially, if you don't want anything, you can comment it like this. It won't be running. Okay. So initially, when we are taking like customer ID, like 701 is there. Okay. So now initially what we are not giving any of the column there, right? So what it will take whole table as one group. Okay. So in this whole table, if you see what is the maximum customer ID, 701 is the maximum, right? Yeah. So but if you see here like Ravi 102, I think again one other record is also there, or here it is not repeated, but if some customer name is repeated, right? So how it will understand which will be the maximum value and all? Now it is taking everything as a one group. So if I am putting any column with it, I should make sure to keep a group by of the same column. Then what it will do? Then Oracle will group it based on my customer name. Okay, so it won't group it based on the whole lot of data. So if I'm running this now, you can see the difference. See, for Uday it is 701. Okay, maximum. Okay, for Rohit maximum customer ID is different. For Mohit maximum customer ID is different. So this is the behavior, this is the output we want when we are using any of the column in the select clause. Okay, according to every customer name, I want the maximum of customer ID. Okay, I don't want the whole means customer ID, maximum customer ID within the table, not in a table level. I want in means group level. Okay, in a customer name level. So for that it is mandatory I should put it. Okay, so now another column is there. For example, city is there. If I'm putting this, then also it will throw error. See, same error it will throw, because again you have to put in city level also. Initially I was putting in customer name level, so group by I have done on that, but I have not grouped by on city level. Okay, for example, I am the person, and today I have done transaction from Pune. Tomorrow I have done transaction from Bangalore. Okay. So both of them customer ID, maximum customer ID should be different because I am selecting city also. Now I want based on customer name as well as city name. Okay. So now it is mandatory that you should put city also here. So now if you put it, you will get the records. Okay. So if you can see here, Rohit like Chennai 504. If again some other record is there like Rohit with Bangalore. Okay. So for that also again different customer ID or whatever maximum value, again different record you will be getting. So did you understand everyone what is basic means how does aggregate function work and what we should do and what not to do while using an aggregate function? Any doubt?
Yes. So can you please
Means
strip the group by part, just the query and
okay. So group by means let me say take some another example. Okay. EMP table. Let me take it.
okay.
Not sure. Here data will be more. Okay. Okay. Lot of data is there. So here you'll be able to understand in a better way. So if I'm doing taking this and I'm doing max of salary. Okay. Max. And another one thing, Oracle is not a case sensitive thing. Okay. You can write, for example, max in a small also on a big letter also, or you can write like first is big, then next two are small. So everything will work. Okay. It is not at all case sensitive. Okay.
Yes.
So if I do max of salary, this is the maximum salary I'm getting. Okay. But now, for example, let me remove this and do star only. So employee ID, I am doing 100. Okay. So for example, based on if I do group by employee ID, so based on every employee ID, so 100, for example, 100 record is repeating 3 times. 100 is again there. Okay. So these are duplicate data only. So anyways, it doesn't matter. So for example, it is repeating again and again 2 or 3 times. So what it will do when you are doing group by your employee ID? Okay. So for every employee ID, for example, you have joined an organization in 2019. Okay. So yearly appraisal will be there. So in first appraisal, like initially what you joined your salary like maybe some 20K. Okay. After 1 year, it became like 22K. After 2 years, it became 25K. Okay. So with same employee ID, you will be having 3 different salaries or not? You'll be having, right?
Yes, right.
Yes. So in this case, now I want to check your maximum salary. So if I do max of salary from employee table, will I get your maximum salary or the maximum salary in the whole employee table? Tell me.
Maximum salary in the whole employee table.
Was that my requirement?
No,
What was my requirement?
to get my highest salary.
So what should I do? I should do group by employee ID, right?
Right. A group by employee ID.
If I do group by employee ID, what will happen? For every employee, highest his or her highest salary will be coming. Okay.
Right.
For you, you have joined 3 years ago. So 2 years ago, you have 3 different salaries. Maybe some X person, he has joined 10 years ago, he'll be having 10 different salaries. Every year, even 1% or 2% also increment, some increment will be there, right?
Right.
Something will be there. Yeah. So salary will be changing time to time. Okay. So for everyone, if you want per employee level, if you want his highest salary, then you have to do the group by. If you are doing direct max of salary, if you are doing, you will get highest salary within the whole employee table, within the whole organization. For example, what you are doing is you have joined Google, and you are trying to find your that will not be possible that you will get the whole Google
Yeah.
employee and so all the details. For example, if you have that access and you are trying to see the salary, and you want to see some specific person's salary, but you are doing max of salary, and you got Sundar Pichai's salary. So that is not correct, right?
Right.
Obviously, he is CEO, he might be getting the highest salary, so you are getting that. So for that, you need to do group by of that column, okay, on whatever you want, level you want. Now your requirement is like, for example, employee level you want. So you some other person has come, he is an HR, so he is working in, for example, Hyderabad location. Okay, so he wants like city level highest salary in Hyderabad, who is getting the highest salary. So what he will be doing, he will be doing group by city.
Right.
Okay, some other person has come, he is trying to get highest salary based on department. For example, in IT department, who is getting the highest salary. So what he will do, group by department.
Department. Right.
Okay,
Hmm.
so there you will be getting for every person individually also, this department, he is the highest salary. Then other, again, like for example, some other department, this guy is having other salary. For so what I told, let us check for that department level only.
Hmm.
Salary, comma, your department ID is there, right? Okay, so this is so this here you can see there are different 11 different departments. So null doesn't mean it is a department. For example, for some records we have not given any department ID, so it will be coming by default as null. Okay, so department 100 ID we are given. So think like department 100 is some sales department. In sales department, this is the highest salary. Okay, so this is IT department is the highest salary. This is from HR department, this is the highest salary. So for every department you can see the highest salary you are able to see.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
so now I don't not only want this, I want for every department uh, department level plus also some other level also. So let us see what columns are there. Select star from okay. The city column is not there, or I would have selected that. So some other level you can check like, but it doesn't make any meaningful thing. Okay,
Hmm.
so you can, if some combination was there, you can have tried. For example, I'm not writing that query here. Department also you got. Now city is there. Okay, assume like city you are having maybe some Bangalore. Okay, so Bangalore, in Bangalore also like these departments will be there, right? Everywhere this department will be there. So now you want like, for example, IT department guy in Bangalore who is getting the highest salary. So what you have to do in select clause, you have to put department ID comma salary, your city. Okay. Then group by department ID comma city.
City.
Okay. Now you will be getting like for every department in every city who is getting the highest salary.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here one option is their job ID. Okay. So based on this job ID for this department, for every department is having again some job IDs and all. For each department, each job ID who is getting highest salary, that also you can get. Okay. So we can see here job ID. See. Okay, so for here the records, more number of records. Initially we saw 12 or 13 records. So here more number are there because I think some of the departments have are having multiple job IDs. So obviously you will get multiple records for that. For example, 20 is not there. 90. Can you see 90, 100? Tell me if you can see 110. 110 is
110.
repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see like in 110, if I have not given job ID, okay, so what this would have been the highest salary, 12,008. Okay, but since I have given on the job ID level also, so here like in the same department accounts job ID who is having ACC account, for him like highest is 8,300, but
Yes.
for AC MGR the highest is 12,808. Okay, so that's what I want to say. So same goes with some men average, any function you do, it's not only for max, any aggregate function you do, you'll be using this logic only. Okay, so are you okay with this, or you are having any other doubts regarding this example, whatever I have given?
No, sir, I got that.
Okay, any other person, the newcomers?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. So you are able to understand what is select star from table name and what is aggregate function, right?
I got that.
Yeah. So it will be more clear once you listen to the recordings and all. So hopefully one whole day is there. If you are free, you can take it from Pawan or someone, and you can see all the recordings. So hardly 5 or 6 hours will be there, or 4 or 5 classes are done. So it will
Yeah.
be easy for you to scale up. Okay.
Yes, sure, sir. I'll
Anyone
do that.
else? Pooja or anyone else? Asirvad, any doubt?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. What about you, Pooja?
I'm good, sir.
Okay. So this was about your aggregate functions. Okay. So you can I can means you can take it as an assignment. So do sum of any sum of salary or sum of anything. Okay, and try to see what differences you are getting and all. Okay, so nothing, syntax will be same, everything will be same, just for your practice. Don't just copy paste like whatever I am writing the query and all. You won't be learning anything in that. Take some other example and try it. Okay, you have all the material here. You can open, you can see here in this tutorial point. I have shared this link before also. So the for newcomers, you can go through, many other websites are there. So this is one of the good ones. So Java Point, which I find it very good, because here in left side you can see all the topics. if you are missing anything, it is not there in course curriculum, it is there, like, but it is not here. You can directly Google it and you can search. Okay, so I don't go more into material and all, because this theory is not much important. The most important thing is your application, how you are doing it in real time. Okay, so this is more important. So I focus more on this. Okay, so theory you will get everywhere in internet, loads and loads of theory you will get. You can go to Oracle own website also, and you can search from there also. You will get topics from there also. Okay, so this is very organized way. That's why I suggest this to everyone. Okay, so other thing which I wanted to discuss, yes, this group by in previous class I was telling about this Oracle clauses. So I have covered from clause, where clause. Now, like having, I didn't cover, because for having it is mandatory group by should be there. Okay, so how does having clause work is, in case of if you are having any aggregate function, then only, and you want to filter based on that aggregate function. Okay, initially what we were doing, this where clause we were using, right? So in where clause, what will happen, like you are directly filtering, for example, select star from this customer. This is, I'll write another query here, where salary is greater than 20,000. Okay, so instead of selecting all the records, see, initially if I selected it, it came like 200 or more records were there, right? So now only 4 records are there. Okay, so only this is like only Steven, this person is having like more than 20,000. So if I put, if I change this filter condition, like salary less greater than 10,000, so more records you'll be getting here now. So 60 records you are getting. Okay, so like this you have to use the where clause and put filter condition. Okay, so this is for normal columns, these are like not aggregate columns and all, but my requirement is I want to this max of salary I'm getting, right? So max of salary, here also we are getting different value. So I don't want max of salary, whoever like salary is less than 5,000. Okay, I want greater than 5,000 max salary. Okay, that is my requirement. See, client can ask you anything, right? You have to give him, for any scenario he asks, you have to give him the output. So in that case, if I use where salary is greater than, if I use where salary is greater than 5,000, then it is not correct, because I am not filtering on the maximum of salary, I am filtering on the 5,000. Okay, I'll get the records, it's not that I won't get, but it won't give me the exact requirement whatever the client is asking. For example, let me try that. Okay, see, it is, first of all, it won't be successful only because, first of all, salary is the aggregate function, right? Here I'm directly using salary. So first of all, it won't work itself. If I use some department ID and all, it might work. And if even now max of salary also, if I will use, right? So this where clause, it will also not work. See, because whenever I'm using some aggregate function on that, I want to filter something, then where clause doesn't work. Where clause will work only only when I'm using some normal column. And another important thing is where clause should be always before your group by clause. Okay. So for here example, this I'm not taking. Your department ID. Department ID values have not seen. Let me see that. Okay, 60, 50. Greater than 50 I'm putting. Now it will work. So where clause should be always before group by. Okay, you can't put where clause after group by. So let me try this. I'm not sure it will work or not, but I think it shouldn't work. See, it is throwing error. So where clause should be, so there should be like when you are using multiple clauses, right? There is some precedence. After this, you should use this and all. Okay, in interview they ask this question also. If you have a select clause, from clause, where clause, group by clause, having clause, so what should be the preference? How should be the order? Okay, so for that's what I want to show you. Now I'm using having clause. Having should be the means last one. After using first should be coming like select clause, then from clause, then where clause, then your group by or order by. You can put order by also. If you are using order by, you can put it before group by or after group by also. Okay, I think I have not explained you order by, so I'll explain you that also. So just I'm telling you, it is also one of the clause. So if you are using order by, you can put it either before group by or after group by, doesn't have any issue on that. Okay, but if you are using having clause, it should be below group by, and group by should be below where clause. So this should be the preference. Now having max of salary greater than 10,000. See here, now it's working. Because whenever you are using an aggregate function on the same thing, if you want to filter any record, so you have to use having clause. That is when having comes into picture, or else you can't use an having clause. If you are not using any aggregate function itself and you are directly trying to use having department ID equals to means greater than 50 or something, it will throw an error again. Okay. So is it clear what is a having clause and what should be the preference in which order we should be taking these clauses? Is it clear or not? Or you have any doubt, you can ask me.
No, it is clear for me.
What about others?
Sir, can you explain one more time having clause that I didn't get it?
Okay, sure. So I'm trying to run without using having clause. Okay. So without using having clause, if I'm running this query, so you can see max of salary is like 8,300, 17,000, 11,000, 14,000, 12,000, 24,000, 9,000. Different maximum salaries are there. Now I want like maximum of salary should be only greater than 10,000. That is the requirement which came from client. Okay, it is not my requirement, for example. Okay, because we are thinking on real time basis only, we are not just thinking on just to cover the topic. So in that scenario, I have to use having clause. Why I have to use having clause means aggregate function, if you are using directly, if you are using where clause on it, it won't work. Max of, if you're keeping where max of salary greater than 1,000 in where clause, so it won't work. Why it won't work is you are aggregating, right? So if you are doing where clause, it will take that column as a whole. It won't take that specific value, the max of salary and all, because the where clause functionality is to take the column as a whole, and on that whatever condition is applied, right, that it will do. For example, here I am using like department id greater than 50, so it is taking department id as a whole. It won't take max of department id. Okay, it won't take min of department id or sum of department id. That is a specific new criteria which you are putting. So when you are putting this kind of criteria and all, this aggregate function, you need to put having clause to filter the record. Okay, this is the mandatory thing. Maybe it is in Oracle, SQL Server, or any database. I'm telling on all the database, wherever you use having clause, you have to use, means wherever you are using this aggregate function, you have to use having clause to filter based on this. But if I don't want to filter based on max of salary, I want to only filter based on department id, then you don't need to use having clause. Then this will also work. See, I'm directly running this. I've not touched the having clause. Okay, then also you are getting the value. Okay, because department id is a normal column, it is not an aggregate column. Okay, but this is the aggregated column, so normal behavior it won't understand. And vice versa also works. Like if you are using having and you want normal behavior using having clause, it won't work. It will only be for your aggregate function only. Okay, so that is how it works. Is it clear now, or you have more doubt regarding having
Yeah.
clause?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Yeah, yeah. So anyone else, any doubt regarding this having clause or group by clause? Uh, shall I consider it as no? You don't have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, then fine. So today we have completed this aggregate function topic, and also we have covered the having clause. Where clause also I have explained before in the previous class itself. I have explained, again I have explained. So from clause is very simple, like whenever you are using a select star of table whatever, so from clause will always be there. Okay, whenever you are using select statement or you are using delete statement, from clause is mandatory, or else your query will be a failure. Okay, so another order by clause I have not covered today. Already we are 13 minutes done from the normal time, so I won't be covering it today. Tomorrow I'll take up the order by clause. After order by clause, I'll again start with Oracle operators. Okay, what is union, union all, intersect, minus. But for the newcomers, I will request you, if you get the recordings, it's fine. If you don't get recordings, please, I think you got the course content, right? At least.
No,
We have
we haven't got any course content.
Mm, not like what maximum I can do is I can ping this for
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll ping it here in chat.
Yeah, I think it will
Okay.
come like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at least see, this is the thing, the topic RDBMS and Oracle overview, and this is the description of it. Okay, this is the topic again, type of databases, languages, and all.
Yeah,
So this is the description on it.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Uh,
If we share our email ID, is it possible to share the Excel sheet or?
Is Pawan there? I'm not sure I'm authorized to do that because again it's
Okay,
a consultancy thing.
okay, okay, no
Uh,
worries, no worries.
this is
Maybe
not
I'll talk
clear,
to Pawan.
or else you can do one thing. You can take a screenshot of it.
Yeah, we can do that. And
Now I'm sharing the screen, right? Take now
hmm,
only the screenshot.
yeah, yeah, we took it. And on Informatica side also, is it possible?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh, Let me clear this filter. It's not allowing.
That's fine.
So these are all the topics. Okay, let me enlarge it. Not sure I can do that.
Uh, So,
Or else you can
Ravi,
take two screenshots. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So, Ravi, how long the course duration, like, how long it will
So
be taking?
basically, it will be around 2 weeks for Oracle and 3 weeks for Informatica. So five
Mm-hmm,
weeks and
mm-hmm.
1 week for your this
Doubt
Unix
clearing
and
over.
interview preparation
Oh, nice.
and
Okay.
data warehousing concepts. These three will
Okay.
be 1 week, and I'll also share a sample resume with you people, and
Yeah, nice.
and give you a basic understanding about any one of the project or two projects. So how the flow will be there and all.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can use while you are giving interview, because
Okay.
if you are not able to tell what is your project and you say you
Mm,
have knowledge, then it
mm,
is not much useful, I think so, for interview perspective. But you are already working as an informatica developer but you don't have the subject knowledge, so you have attended interview, then it's completely different thing. But I think all of you, or maybe 90% of you, have joined uh, like for getting job, I think so,
Right. Right.
yeah,
for
yeah.
informatica.
Getting job.
Yeah, so I will share that in the last week. I'll share the resume, and I will, in one class, I'll explain, go through the resume and tell you like how you should explain about your project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And two or three scenarios are also there, this type 1 mapping and type 2 mapping. This you can say like you have done in your project. Okay, you can explain this. And one another thing, and few other things are also there, so I'll be telling you. And another thing, like whenever I'm teaching you, for example, I'm teaching you this aggregate function also. So I told you one interview question, right? They will be asking the sequence of how you are, how will be there.
Yeah.
If for example you are in an interview, they will ask you like, select from where group by having, like that they will jumble and put, tell me the correct order which should be first, second, third, fourth and fifth. This people ask because I have taken more than 50 interviews. Okay, so I know like what kind of questions will come. Okay, so on every topic whichever you are listening, be very careful. Whenever I'm saying something is interview question, please make a note of it. Okay, so it will be surely, means I will anyways discuss later also about informatica interview questions, but I can't tell in such detail for every topic. I can't go in within one class and I'll explain you this and all. So, and I'll explain you overall thing, but I'm telling in topic level in whenever I'm discussing that topic itself. Okay, so
Yeah.
be attentive in the class and note it down every time. Okay.
Yeah, sir. And sir, one more question I have. So where can I download the for practice and all software of Oracle from Google? I need to download that.
Yes. So I have in previous classes, I have sent the link. I'm not sure, like just to type,
I'll
go to
share the link,
YouTube
sir.
and sorry.
I can share the link.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
please
that
share
will
the
be
link. I
really
have.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is basically a YouTube video. You can go through the YouTube video, exactly whatever is there. You can just follow those steps and you can complete your installation. So I
Yeah.
could
Yes,
have
sir.
taken one class and I could have explained you in that, but I don't want to waste class on those things, because in real time no one will ask you to download Oracle and do the work. Okay. No, even startup also won't do. There will be some different person and there will be some different way who will be doing and all. But
Oh, okay.
why I want you to do and all is so that you get a just overview of what is Oracle and all. Some idea you will be getting, right? You will be using this, that and all. So when you will try to configure and all, if you are having any doubts, any issue while doing that, I've already told, initial 10 minutes I don't start class and all. So I wait for the students to come. If you join in correct time, so that 10 minutes you can utilize it on a daily basis to ask questions. Okay.
Yes, sure.
And anyways, every Saturday I keep 1 hour like a doubt clearing class. So again in that class also you can ask. Okay. Nikita, please share it.
Uh,
Yes, she shared in the
I
WhatsApp.
shared on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay, you all are in a WhatsApp group or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay,
So,
then fine. So
yeah, Ravi, actually, I
yeah,
downloaded the Oracle software. Even I can open the workspace, but how to connect to it, the HR in Scott schema,
HR schema. Okay.
HR in
So
Scott
if
schema, how
you,
to get,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. 1 second. Here, if you see, so you have to put name as connection name as HR, username HR, password will also be HR,
Mm-hmm.
host name will be localhost, port will
Mm-hmm.
be 1521, SID will be XC. After putting all
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
do a test connection. It will be
Okay,
showing status as success. If it is showing failed, means you have put something wrong.
okay.
Okay, after
Yeah,
that click on connect. Connect.
yeah. It won't be needing any TNS or entry, right? Or it
Sorry.
will by default. Will it be needing any TNS Aura entries, or by default it will come with the software like the demo table or demo schema?
By default, I think if you follow, Nikita, you have followed that link, right? You got HR schema and tables.
Uh, no, I didn't get that. I created my own database and I started from the scratch.
Okay. So
Because the port,
that's what. Yeah.
because the port
Yeah.
I've given is 8080, is not 1521. Uh,
Okay, I'll tell you, like for Nikita also, try this. I'm not sure because I have myself I have not installed this. I have taken from some vendor, so they have these things and all. They took some money and did it for me. I have done it far ago, like years ago. Okay,
okay.
so I have, after that I have not installed it. So anyways,
Yeah.
even if you don't have tables and all, so you can create the table, and you can insert the records. We don't want 100 or 200 tables. We'll be using
Yeah.
only 10 or 15 tables. Okay, hardly. The employee table is important, department table is important, then few other, like here if you see all the tables I'm not using.
Yeah.
In
Uh,
Scott Schema, only 3 or 4 tables are there. See, this car table I'm not using, countries table I'm not using,
yeah.
cust is also also a copy of customer. Customer backup is something like a copy of customer. So only like customer table is important, then department table is important, then employee EMP table is important. These tables, whatever you are seeing, right, these are all created by me while explaining the classes and all, while doing Informatica and all. So mostly you won't be needing these all tables. 3 or 4 tables you can create. I think as Nikita did. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
While creating any table or creating the database, if you are facing any issue, you can come and ask me. I'm always open. Okay. That's why
Yeah,
I tell everyone, please utilize those initial 10 minutes, or after the class, what 5-10 minutes I give, please utilize that and ask any doubts. Okay. Don't keep every doubt for Saturday. Okay.
sure.
Those many days. Yeah. Okay. Is it clear, Asirvad?
Yeah, yeah, it's clear. Yeah, we'll try to configure it and should be ready by today so that we can practice all those
Yeah,
comments.
yeah, yeah. So try to use these ports. I'm not sure it will work or not. Okay. Try to use these ports also. What I have shown you. So if you want, I will again show you once again.
Yeah, no
Take a
problem. Yeah,
screenshot of it.
yeah. And can also click the Scott one also. We'll try to set up if one doesn't work, then
Yeah.
we'll it's a
Yeah.
Scott one also.
Yeah, but Scott one is not much useful. Only 3 or 4 tables are there. That too, I am not using Scott at all at while giving the
Okay, no.
training. Even in Informatica, I'm not using.
Yeah.
But yes, if it is possible, you do that. So if I
Yeah.
open the Scots, only
Yeah.
four
And
tables are there.
yeah, and I have wondered like we are seeing the front end, right? Usually where this databases those resides, like do you have a like when we install the server, it also creates the dummy databases, like where this data have been pulled from.
Sorry, come again.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Ravi, maybe let me try to do the setup. Maybe I'll play around and see.
No, no. Whatever
How.
you asked question, right?
Mm,
I can answer that. Please come again. I didn't. Your voice
yeah.
was breaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, no,
tell
the
me.
thing like I'm telling like it's the front end part, right? Like the database. How I can explain? Like
Okay, you
it's a
want like
workspace.
internally what is happening.
Yeah, internal like where it is pulling
So,
from those tables and data. Yeah.
so that's what, like, this is not a front end. This is back end. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, that clarity should be there. Front end is your HTML, CSS, that kind of thing. So database is a backend thing. It's not first of all front end. Okay. So where is the table and all? So if you click on this table, for example, I'm seeing EMP table, right? So if you click here EMP, you will get everything. This is the column names. Okay. These are the data types. These are the constraints. If you go to SQL, it will be creating you a create table statement also.
Mhm.
Okay, so nothing is in nothing like here it is front end on if this everything in database is like back end only. Okay.
Is it mandatory to create tables every time for practice
Yeah,
purpose?
you can create table. You can create any number of tables. So
Is it
don't get
mandatory to create?
worried. Sorry.
In real time we have, or we want to create a new?
You have to create table, but if already table is present, for example, it's not mandatory every time you need to create table. Already table is present and you have to utilize that table. That also might be the requirement. 90% time you won't be creating table, but if you get some requirement and you have to start completely from scratch, then you have to create table. Okay, or else if it is an existing project and the project has already started and you have joined in that, definitely table will be there before only. Okay, so everything, nothing is in front end here, everything is, this is back end only. Okay, if you take Java,
Yeah. Front end in
SQL,
the sense I'm telling about instead of directly accessing the database, we are using this workspace to connect to the database. That is what I'm saying. Like we are not going to the Oracle server, and on the server we are not typing the command.
that only that black screen, what you were
Mm,
seeing, that is
yeah,
not there. UI is
yeah,
there, but even if you go to black screen also, you will be writing the same query, select star
yeah,
from EMP where salary greater than 10,000. The only
yeah,
thing here, you are using the UI, same like
yeah.
you
UI.
can run code,
Yeah,
Java code. Yeah, you can run Java code from Linux also. You can run Java code
yeah,
using Eclipse also. Okay,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
same thing here,
yeah,
but it is not
yeah.
any front end and all.
Yeah, front end
Only
user,
user
I'm
interface you are
talking
having.
about that workspace. Yeah, yeah, user
Yes,
workspace. Yeah,
user interface you are having. That's the only difference. So in real time also, no one will ask you to go to Linux level and do the query and all. Means you can explore that side also, but no one will ask. No one does like that, because again it will take a lot of time and all. Again,
yeah,
every time you need to connect it, and here many things are automated, right? See here, you can see, you can, if you directly click on this EMP, you are getting all the things here. So again, you there, you won't get this facility. One by
yeah, yeah,
one, you have to write all the queries. So
yeah,
for
yeah,
example, if you
yeah,
want to see this statement and all, you have to write a describe table query. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
if you want to do anything, you have to do that. Okay, means manually you have to write queries.
Yeah. Yeah. My question was like, since this is the user workspace, actually where actually the physical data, the table, like these tables, the data, those
Hmm.
records, actually where it resides, since we do not have any live database and we are
Hmm.
installing the software. So does it come with this default HR and default schema so that it as if it's like
That's what
stored
I'm saying.
locally?
That depends upon your credentials. Like
Okay. Got it. Got
I'm not sure on that.
it. Yeah.
So I have used this credentials. If you use this credentials, if you get it, it's fine. If you
Yeah.
don't get, again, you have to create those tables.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
fine. Yeah,
it's not a headache, because anyways you will be practicing, right? If you are creating, if you get
yeah,
everything ready, then it will be like you will be very lazy and you won't be practicing and all, right? So
yeah. That's
it is
true.
good
That
thing. Now for example, Nikita has created database, then she has created the table. So now if she faces any issue and all, she will be knowing that. Okay,
that's true.
yeah, that is good only actually. Okay. Any, no
Yes.
other doubt, right? So already we have extended half an hour. So let us close for today. If you have any doubts, like we can take it tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, sure,
Sure, sure.
sure.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.